Sorry about that, guys. My PC shut down. So. Right, I think that's his character done, guys. Ready to start the game. Next. What is your name? Boyd. Next. Snow. Happy with all this? Keep going off. I don't know what's going off here, guys. All I know is it shouldn't be doing it. What's that for? Start game with this character.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 10%. If drive
Shit.
inoperable.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists.
I'll jump in and have a look.
I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Mirror's Edge. I just jumped in and left like. I've never played it. Never
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Oh, you're not opening stuff without asking.
Ah, you've landed. Good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him?
Oi.
Oh, that idiot.
told
I
him
told
to.
him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there
Sure,
holding
no.
it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
You know, if you're
Hawthorne
on
won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
I love colours in this game. Watch some of the blue colours stuff. I didn't end up finishing last time.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
Spacer's what?
Oh, we're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. Not that I deserve to be. Can't even deliver a company slogan. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take them. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
You're hiding in a cave and you blocked off the exit. You're just gonna be dead.
Spacer's Choice policy clearly stipulates that dead and as good as dead are two completely different properties of matter. Unless I'm dead, I'm contractually obligated to attend to my post. I will report that illegally grounded spacecraft if it is the last thing I do. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
I've got a better idea. Give me your gun and I want help. Why? Someone got me this illegally. What do we think, guys? What do you think we should do here? I think I'm gonna go for persuade.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Do you know anything about the Hope?
The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
Can you tell me where I am?
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
Right, I'm off.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell is...
Hibernation complications detected. Tactical time dilation. Such complications stemming from being revived after an extended hibernation. Your brain processes time differently. Pressing the tactical time dilation (TTD) button slows down the world, giving you a chance to think as well as take action. Over a bit of time in this mode, standing still brings your TTD meter very slowly, while moving over time brings it faster. The TTD meter refreshes slowly over time. R1. Weapon management, there we go. You can have up to 4 weapons equipped at a time, navigating, selecting weapon at the top of the screen. Cool. I want to look more at... So how do I put... Ah, here we go, armor. A helmet. Hey, that looks cool, doesn't it? Definitely. So do I need to... Oh, look at that. How do I check? Oh, shit. Didn't choose that outfit. Options. Breakdown, swap, repair, unequip. Oh, that's it, triangle. Clock, swing. So can I do a stealth attack then? If I get up behind this in there. scaring me then, Holly. Is it not on? Do you have to press to turn on the toilet?
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed! Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
So I heard a family achievements okay.
Really? How is he?
Still a mole.
Of course I am. I'm a superior officer. Stands to reason, don't it? Just you watch. I'll cross these marauders off with a swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son.
This way. That sounds like a good one. Guess I'll have to give you a 0 by customer satisfaction.
Seriously? But those marauders will... Ugh. You know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Yay, I've leveled up. What's this thing? Every time you level up, you earn skill points to spend 20 skill points on core skill and improves all special skills. To maximum 50, after 50 you can add points directly to a specialised skill, up to 100. Every skill improves as it grows, but special unlock bonus to scale every 20 points. Okay, let's pick some of that. I can probably break these down, can't I, or something, I don't know. Character, there we go. Skill points available, 10. I really wanted to get... What did I say I wanted to get up? I wanted to get this up, yeah. On dialogue. Yeah, I think that'll do. Apply. Perks. You get a new perk, spend every 2 levels. You can only acquire perk points from gameplay. Right, cool. Oh, what's this then? Slow the world. That high maintenance sounds good. Armor rating sounds alright. Oh, that's good. Carrying capacity. the trash fellow when encumbered. I think that's what we're looking for. Apply. Nice. So I think we'll be there.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
I don't appreciate being told.
I have been programmed to communicate with diplomacy and tact. Please allow me to demonstrate. Jettison procedures initiated. Please engage in airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
I've got a dumb option. I need to get this ship in the air. Is this Hawthorne?
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing dumb option.
Excellent. Welcome back, Captain Hawthorne. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
Engineering 5.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new captain's identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Cool. Right, so I've got to go to a settlement now. Definitely gonna finish this.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Lie, attack. Do take payments. I think I'll lie.
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Dialogue choices. Take care. Oh, that's like a weird one, isn't it? Did I unlock 3 armor, 4 armor? Huh. Look at that. isn't it? What does that say? Yeah, bog water. Oh no, edge water. I thought you said bog water first.
Come out and play!
Oh, I'm dead. I didn't even keep an eye on my health. Oh no. Continue. Right. I don't even know when I last saved. It must. I bet it's when I come out back out of the ship. I'm guessing. I should have kept an eye on my health then, shouldn't I?
Say. Oh, final. Edgewater. Now, if you'll. Seem like a camp or something up here.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Silas.
Running around in a marauder's attire. You're liable to give some people the wrong idea. It's in poor taste. Dressing up like a marauder's disrespectful to all the workers that got eaten by them. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. No, I ain't that fancy. I just dig holes in the ground and fill them with dead folk. Got a knack for being discreet-like? There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? Four workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
I'll be back. I might not wear that Marauders outfit now. While I'm in town, anyway. Just doing all that. Hey Ace, how you doing, mate? I like your hat, what you got. I featured it on Amino. Your picture. How are you, mate? Anyway, what you been up to? You been playing much No Man's Sky lately? I've got this and I've got Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order to get through. Where did you say that these were? Journal. It said barbershop, cannery, landing pad, barbershop and landing pad.
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna pass.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had him.
Hey, you hear about Wilson? Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing with myself.
Barbershop, yeah.
Please don't. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Oh, GTA and Star Wars Squadron. I don't play much GTA, mate. I do play Red Dead Online every now and then. Although I've got a bit better. Oh, look at that. But I think I'm definitely playing this. Yeah, all's good, mate. All's spot on. How are you? And family, are you all good? Right, I think with this, I'll play dumb.
This is what happens when you eat with your fingers. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Right, I want... He needs to pay
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions. I mean that I can't possibly pay my gravesite fees. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
I don't care.
With what? My own blood? Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions. Much obliged.
Receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Full set of gold teeth. I wonder if we can talk to him.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, yes, we can.
You know about Eugene? How?
Nice. I've been good, just working on some real life documentation. This game seems a bit like Fallout. Yeah, well, it's by the makers who made Fallout New Vegas.
Were you snooping around in my things? Or was it just dumb luck? Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
I'm sure you won't miss them.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Sure you can.
Yes, I suppose I must. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Nice. Goodbye. Right, that's one done. Someone else in there?
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
Perception.
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state? Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
Lie. You told me everything. How long do you think it's a secret?
Sounds like he's already told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying.
I'm always gonna
I'm
pick
not
my
long
eye
for this
and
world.
just a line and dumb
The
church.
date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
Just one sec, guys. Depends what you need. You can't afford me, I think.
I'll scratch something together for you. Sell off some of my sundry at Moreau's if I have to. Just hear me out. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Shall I do it? I think I should do it. Yeah, I'll do it.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it. Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead. I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do. All right, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you. I'm paid better than Abernathy. Whatever he's giving you, I will do you one better. That's all I can ask of you.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy. Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill. I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker. Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable. Not half as awful as the bill Eugene left us with. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism. When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice. Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury. We can't afford to pay the body price of a suicide. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
I think I've got one more fee to get, Anna. Hey, thanks for subscribing, Rebecca Games. Yeah, big thanks for the sub, Rebecca. Appreciate it. I think you're like me, 1,700. Oh, it's just not my head. Well, shouldn't. You know what, names don't hurt me, they're calling something else back. It's just gonna cause a load of shit. Yeah, but she could call him something else back, couldn't she?
You hiding? You scared?
Leave it. You don't want to. Did you? nothing. I bet it's just coming out of gates, isn't it? Yeah, hilarious. Oh, not far away then. Why is it telling me to go that way now? I don't get this. Why do I just have to go around the edge? Is this the abandoned place? I'm not so sure. I don't know what's happened here, guys. Is that put me on a different side of Edgewater? I'm not sure, to be honest, what's going on here. What? Just tell me to come back out here now. What's going off? I don't understand this. Any suggestions? I must have to walk around edge of town then. No.
No, you won't. She'll break it. It's a new one.
Just go and get it. Yeah, I'm just going to walk that edge of here, guys, because I don't know what it keeps sending me there and there. It's worse than actually. Oh, yeah, that's so good.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
Silas sent me.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling. The war, the coming apocalypse, man versus machine. I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies. That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant, clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the Resistance?
Are there any good films to watch? I fancy watching some. I watched that latest Purge, Hey, Doug, what can I do to stop the coming apocalypse?
You can gird yourself in the armor of righteousness, soldier. From this moment on, you are a proud member of the Resistance. They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back. Mechanicals got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
Repair, upgrade, and modify your weapons and armor. Cool. Install mod. Proper sidetracks off at main story.
You run into any trouble?
I'm all done.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
360 XP. 1,200 XP. I think we've got this right.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
I was hoping for something more tangible.
Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Cartridge plus 150. Is that like money?
Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy. I needed his fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
Still want to get me Does that put me back on the main quest now? I bet it hasn't it. Journal. I might get that. Yeah. The DLC for this game looks quite good. DC. Nice. That's why I didn't sneak up.
We can also make super tiny furniture. I'm not the best architect, okay? But sometimes I can do some kind of cool things. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a very small dining room table. Okay, that's going to be the base of our table, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna make actually a glass table.
What's that? I think that is how much money I've got. Yeah, 496. Antique saber. Oh, is that not there?
There we go. Now that we've got this down, we can put our rest inside
Pull out of them now.
Now in our inventory, we have this multi-tile structure. Dude, this is inside. Look, I'm like spying on this small little table. It's hilarious. We're gonna place down the tiny chairs next to each other, and using the arrow keys on the keyboard, we can rotate the direction.
Oh, I can put it up one of the rooms.
You hiding?
Didn't do very well there, did I?
And you can download them. I'll link them down below in the description. And at least the names so you guys can search them for yourself. This is our entrance. And I wonder, can we make a tiny ladder? No! You can't make a tiny ladder. That would be so epic. But we can make a very, very tiny staircase leading to the exit of this area. And I think, to make a really cool staircase, I kind of want to build
Can't believe he killed me now.
because gold is epic. Is there anybody right now watching this YouTube video that doesn't like gold in Minecraft? I didn't think so. Everybody likes gold. We're gonna make like the tiniest golden staircase leading all the way up.
You hiding?
Building with this mod in Minecraft, that's way too satisfying. I just don't know what it is, but I love it. Oh, we're gonna be just perfect, ladies and gentlemen. Look at
What is
this
that now?
golden
see him up there last time. Hacking and picking locks.
Using gold. Oh, this is gonna look so good. Oh, dude, this is 1 million times better. Straight up, man. No problem. It's symmetrically perfect. Dude, I need to do this. Oh, this is the play. That is the play. Look at this. That's so cool. What I was wanting to show you guys is you can make spheres and you can make cylinders because these look epic. So I'm going to make my
Oh yeah.
hollow on the inside. So we could build another slice of mail to get inside of it. And I bet we can this might be the best mod that was ever invented in all of Minecraft. This is so cool. Wait for it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my bedroom. That's right, my bedroom is a TNT.
I'm gonna go play this time.
Dude, listen, and I love that you can do this to the slice. You can even add on to this. You can make this bigger if you wanted to. It's literally the ball. Like, I know I'm being a dad right now.
Wait,
Level 2.
you'll this out again then.
It's literally the ball. I mean, what do you want me to say? So if this is in the bedroom, I think we need to build like a living room. Oh my god, you can build
I smell blood. Come out and play. Silver.
Yeah.
I have ever pulled on anybody in my entire life. I think that's all the interest. Wait, dude, honestly,
that's
we could do this to the front of his house too. I mean, why not? We could do this to the entire. We could literally do this to the entire outside of his house. Does this actually work? It does, dude. It looks like wallpaper. This thing is so easy.
I've got to do a bit better, you guys. Can't just keep dying here.
We're gonna just use regular grass. We're gonna build a very small layer over the top. Kind of like what we did with the TNT. That way nobody's going to guess that we are inside of here. Okay, so we haven't made a whole lot of progress yet inside of the house because I got a little bit sidetracked. I wanted to break the news. Can you blame me? I want to make a beat. So like inside of the house. Time!
What number is it?
It looks alright in here now with this gray, doesn't it? Come more modern, innit, than where we were. Let me sit down then, bad boy.
What are you doing here? I'm streaming though, so you don't want to be letting everyone know.
Yeah, still waiting for him to fucking phone up that phone right, looking at me. Oh, I'm desperate, man, it's killing me. I ain't got a phone, have I? In tablet, it doesn't store your stuff on Facebook, you know, your jobs and that. So if you like looking for certain jobs. I have a vended phone in, but obviously it takes time to get back to you and mend it, doesn't it? £200 experience, just needs a new battery.
Universal Credit Helpline, is that what you want?
30 quid for a new phone, yeah, Universal Credit. You are? I'm gonna get a case, it's not a lot, just a case is something I need to begin strap it to me, innit? Yeah. Because majority of the time it's in house or on garden when I look at that.
Yeah.
Let's spit it rest out.
Model spaceship. I've told him he's not coming here anymore, anyway. Fuck that, he's not coming around. I've told him he's not coming in here anymore. I weren't there. I messaged him straight away saying why are you saying shit like that? Yeah, no, he's not coming in anymore. That's it, man. Fucking bother. Vending machine. This is good stuff, man. Have you been working, man? I've said don't. No, I've told him anyway. I said you shouldn't be hitting him. If he says something back if you want, but don't hit anyone. You know what I mean? You'll lose my subs, yo. It's called Outer Worlds. I bought this and I bought this Star Wars. Well, that's what's in the game for.
Star Wars?
To that for it's very good.
I like them, they're good.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish it when I'm gonna keep jumping between these. Yeah, it's good.
I had it.
Yeah.
Xbox One when it first came out.
Yeah.
How can it take this long?
Guys, I don't know who to give this. I don't know who to give this to. Save one man alive, or do we need to save a lot?
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing with myself.
What the boss?
I think I'm gonna go with it. I think she's gonna save someone
I've got some time. Thanks. I'll see to it that this medicine gets to the people who need it. Here, something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again. Don't want to make a habit of consorting with smuggler types.
I think we'll intimidate it.
And there it is. The reason I don't like depending on a criminal. I kept a little contingency fee in case you decided to shake me down.
Nice.
Somebody deserving. Silas on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room?
You wanna mingle, go try the cantina.
No. Would you pick Dominic or me if Dominic wanted to move out? So in front of Dom now.
You what? But why? I was dependent on you. Does it feel good? Robbing an old man of his last shred of hope? Betray a man in his final hours?
I wouldn't ever make
Of course.
anyway.
I understand.
So I don't know why you said.
Hell, I'd probably do the same to you, given the chance. So, you just here to watch me die, or what?
Yeah, well that's why he's not coming here anymore. Try and be alright with it. It's my house and all.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
It's proper out of order, that, isn't it? Like, it's proper out of order, him saying that, so... He's not coming back here in here again. Try and be alright with him. Fuck him out. I'll pretend to myself, it's my house and all. You're not coming in and all.
It's right, isn't it?
No, he said yesterday, he says, don't get me wrong, this is a light bar, he's alright.
He'll worm his way out now.
No, he won't. He's not coming in, not about this.
Now you've said something,
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker?
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Good law, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Yeah.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk. Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
Hey, CMDR. Rough place. This game has some of the best writing I thought was wit and humour. Yeah, I found that so far. Yeah, it's really good writing. They've done a very good job with it.
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
With this, I don't know if it's to power up to deserters or what.
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It don't seem right to me, mister. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Let's do it. Vicar Max, let's go.
Sure.
Oh, is that
Sure. On my way.
Oh, Vicky. Oh, here's church.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yeah, and Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
Of I've got a good dub. I said I'd pick dub dialogues. Can Carve. How do you say it? Carverton. Got cheated by it.
I see today we'll be conversing without metaphors. I'd guess her condition is incurable. It's unlikely to be fatal, but she may feel more heartache than most.
Could you maybe stop talking about me like I'm some kind of weird bug?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice? Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. What? You seem the perfect type to go blindly into the wild on a suicidal quest. I'm looking for a journal, a handwritten book, with the name M. Bokonu on the cover. I'll pay you to find it. It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it. Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Holly, get me another can out of the fridge. Thank you. Yeah. 075959 716 38 075959 716 38.
Huh?
I... incoming!
Don't know what happened then. Who was face? Nay.
You should have had a fight with him. Swearing then. Excuse me. Hi. Excuse me. He's a knobber. You're not going out again? If you go out again, you go to bed. Hey. Oi.
Tomorrow before 6 p.m. on Monday, contact me. Let me know. I'll take a message or video.
Yeah. Alright. Let's check them out. I don't think I'm sorry.
Got it! Here we go!
characters, things might happen to your character if you go flow off her.
Stand up.
Drug addiction. Taking as many drugs as you have.
Shit. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up.
Drug addiction as well.
Begin.
I'm gonna accept, but why?